EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dreadnoughts of Brooklyn and the Columbus Caps. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt. And Charles, we look at this Columbus Ball Club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there? Yeah. 2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. To throw is Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Murray going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
And no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
He gives this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Brooklyn, first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dreadnoughts.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
4 yards. That's another Brooklyn.
On play action, Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 28-yard line.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13 is a first down.
That's good. First down. A gain of 13 yards.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Second quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Caps offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked second in the NFL at this point in the season. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got a 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Here's Ryan Rico now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one, because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one...
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled? Well, that play was certainly a little bit different, because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Third down and 6. Murray now to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Brissett. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Gain of 33 yards on the play. And Brooklyn 1st down.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go. To throw, Brissett. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Safe back at the 29. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now another timeout called for by the offense. To throw, it's Murray. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. They bring their punter out there now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. It's a gain of 14.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good.
So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hansen. It is our EA Sports halftime report. Scott, take it away.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. But this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with this defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said,
under pressure, they got him again. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. From the gun, here's Brissett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's Murray. Now he'll tuck it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Milton Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A 28-yard gain.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line?
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Brissett. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. To throw is Brissett. And that is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now Murray.
9-yard line.
They'll get this one complete to Zane Jones. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Columbus, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
This offense so far on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Out of the gun, Brissett. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Well, the punt team and Vernon out there as he gets this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
I'll tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A gain of 6.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Carson Schlesinger on the coverage.
Here's Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Byron Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
35 yards that time on the punt. The Dreadnoughts offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Play fake, Brissett. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Hamler now on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 6, a minute 46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Murray to throw. Shoves him away. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's another Columbus 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Murray towards the end zone for Brown. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
21 yards. That's another Columbus first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock. To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Point after try forthcoming. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And they have got the lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a late touchdown in the ever-critical PAT, as it is now a one-point game here in the dying embers of what has been a sensational game. And he returns this to the 22. They'll come up first and 10 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Columbus, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. the southern tip of the Chesapeake Bay, EA Sports brings you coverage of the National Football League from Virginia Beach here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tigers of Canton taking on the Voyagers of Virginia Beach. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys, they haven't quite figured things out yet, just 2-5 on the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys back home following their international trip a week ago, so we'll see if all that... Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Young will set to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions. But they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 8 carries, 81 yards.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
Here's Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And Virginia Beach, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Dart going to look to throw here. Oh, a short pass here taken in by Laporta. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
87, Sam Laporta. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A give to Pollard running left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good for a Virginia Beach. First down. 1st and 10 at the
to throw is Dart. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's another Virginia Beach. First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Drops this underneath for Pollard.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
On for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Young to throw it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a stoppage here for an injured player, and it's David Montgomery who is struggling a bit. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. First down, here's Mitchell.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Roger McCreary there to bring him down defensively.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Young working out of the gun. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Oh, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That's good. For Canton. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
It's Young off play action. They'll get this into the hands of Hale, complete. 23 yards on the play.
That's another Canton. First down. First and 10 at the 27.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Young. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Now Young. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Bryce Young, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Tigers have got it back to within a score.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Voyagers offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's run well here the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. To throw, Dart. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Incomplete. The coverage by Joey
Dart.
Jr.
That's dumped off to Pollard. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Dart from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Stout in punt formation.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over first and 10. To throw, Young. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wide open receiver complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now he's going to step up and run.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now here's Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
1 yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
At the 29-yard line.
To throw now, Dart. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A gain of 15 yards. And a Virginia Beach.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
A gain of 2.
Second down and 8.
Second and 8.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing his Dart. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Young. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. Here is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd
Young.
and 5.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing his Dart. Throwing outside, complete to Chase. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Now Dart. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Dart. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan? Introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. From the gun, Dart. Looking deep here for Chase. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, nice move. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. Looking to put a drive together. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And on now is the punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Throwing, Dart. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Well, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Young. Under pressure, and down he goes. David Onyemata in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
A 40-yard punt, no return. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To the air, Dart. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Dart going to look to throw here. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Dart. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Dart. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to about the 45. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
At the 45-yard line.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Dart from the gun on third down. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So for Virginia Beach, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Canton, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we have a good one for you. between our visitors and our home team. Standing on the visiting sideline, that is the head coach of the Sentinels. This guy's not quite sure what type of team they're going to be this season after a 3-3 start. And opposing them on the home sideline, that is the head coach of the Snowhawks. This guy's coming off the bye week, so we'll keep an eye on it, Brock. Maybe a small... Will Lutz looks about ready to go. Ball teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt with you in the booth. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. Keeps away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. Leading him out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Fields out of the gun. Steps up and he's running with it. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Toronto first down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4.
Tackle made right at midfield. 4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Ball carrier brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. That's taken at the 15. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And leading them began his college career way back in 2018. Now entering the NFL as a 2nd-round pick. It's Tyler Shough.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception. His effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. And certainly some momentum to build on today.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. He motion the tight end over. Shough working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right? Driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on 3rd down.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. I thought we were coming here to call an NFL game today, partner, but this has me smelling peanuts and hot dogs. This is starting more like a baseball game. We got a 2-0 score here, still in the 1st.
Kind of like a little pitcher's duel, too, right? I mean, just one of these games, and if it starts this way, who knows where it goes from here, but I do know this. It's a confidence builder for a defense. When a defense can go out there and not just get a stop, but put points on the board, man, does that usually infuse them with energy to come.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The Snowhawks are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Running it after the penalty. Was unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Third and long for him here. Oh, Fields loses it. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. Fourth down coming up. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. The Snowhawks getting ready to send this one flying. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Has it at the 45. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And they come back out to the field with something to prove, Brock. You've told me before that it is embarrassing to give up a safety.
Yeah, it's a little hard, Kate, to run off the field and look at your defensive mates as you've given up 2 points on offense. So, yeah, the last thing they want to do is do that again and instead turn this momentum around.
And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Jacobs gets it on the draw. Fights his way through a tackle. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be third and very short. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. How about this? It's a 2-0 ball game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and short. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
The Snowhawks are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard
From the
line.
pistol, they're going to run with ETN. And he's going to be stopped just shy of that first down marker at the 22. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. On the keeper, here's Fields. Escapes a defender. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Here's Here's ETN on first down. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit, as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. They'll run here following the penalty. And he manages to find a little traction on that surge field as he fights forward for a couple. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
On the keeper, here's Fields. Still has some space inside the 35. He brushed him off with ease. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown! The Snowhawks push this to an 8-point game. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
That one splits the uprights. So the Snowhawks push the lead to 2 scores now. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Carter on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Chuck now on first down. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down, Jacobs. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll punch it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. The Snowhawks are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And this game has really been a great audition for him, Brock, to show off how well he can do as a runner. I think we could argue that his work there has actually been his early calling card in this one so far. Oh, Fields loses it. It's picked up by the defense. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
This offense ready to get going again now. And talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with 1st and goal waiting for them. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Jacobs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Sentinels make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Sentinels cut the lead down to just 2.
Sentinels 7.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. On the return. And here comes Davis. The offense getting set to go. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Throwing on first down, Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Incomplete. Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
Now it's Fields. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. There's one that's about 4, but he's still well shy of that marker. It's fourth down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Sentinels and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Chuck now from the gun. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Shuck. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Brings up third down and 10.
Third down, here's Shuck. Pocket isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. The defense takes its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Blake Gillikin on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. They take over on offense now pretty late in this first half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the second quarter. But that is enough time to get a drive together. New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw Fields. Into the hands of Harrison. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Snowhawks grow their lead just before halftime. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown.
He was going to wear one to get that throw away, and he'll be happy to make that trade-off every single time when it leads to a touchdown.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Snowhawks push the lead to 2 scores now.
Sentinels 7.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now Shuck to throw. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 and the 31. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout.
At the 31-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He was defended by Martin Emerson.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott, and hope you are really today enjoying that dry studio as the rain continues to fall here in our 2nd half. Here's Carter on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive, the 2nd half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. 1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the 2nd half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Shuck working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits him on the in route. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
That's good for a St. Louis first down. 24-yard.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard.
Shuck's going to throw here.
2nd and 9.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Throw here, 3rd down. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. This is brought in at the 15. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
4 yards.
Jacobs has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal. They only need to fall forward 1 more yard. Here's 3rd and goal. Jacobs trying to run his way in. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. We pause now for an injured player, and that looks like Josh Jacobs, who's hurt after that play, and in need of a look from the training staff. Leaving the offense out there, it's 4th and goal from the 1. Trying for it with Shuck. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get 1 more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Their offense running back out now. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the end zone, Fields. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. Gain of 15 there. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
ETN again. Pop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Fields on 3rd. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And he'll get it up to the 27. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. They'll send out the punting unit. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Their offense ready to take the field now. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Shuck. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Shuck to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
To the air on 3rd and long. Taking a shot deep here. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
into a crowd, and intercepted. Grant tucked it in to pick it off. And the Snowhawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
Now this offense getting set to work here. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Play action, Fields. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Off play action, it's Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at a 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line. The offense headed back to the field. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pin. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Finding Olave, back-to-back plays. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a St. Louis 1st down.
Shuck now on 1st down. He's keeping it. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Shuck now from the gun. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the defense has it. Defense recovers. That's a turnover.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
This offense getting all set for this series. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense to the line. Here we go. Now again, it's ETN headed left. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to ETN. 2nd down run, good for 4. And that brings up 3rd down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. So now here's 3rd and 5. Fields out of the gun. Making the call himself. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. ETN. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. ETN again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Toronto. Snowhawks close to picking up their 5th win. They're going to run with ETN. And maybe should have been thinking past their partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. This from just 23 yards away. Sanders sends it through. And that grows their lead to 12.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Here's Carter on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes their offense out again. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To throw, Shuck. Finds the in route, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
And they get up there and clock the ball. A little over 50 seconds now remaining. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Looking to throw it. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining. Long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Shuck. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
And we're down now to 35 seconds as he spikes it. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing now. Connection is made. Iohanner. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a St. Louis.
And they clock it, 22 seconds to play. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shuck working from the gun. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offensive line fast.
A loss of 5 yards. And it's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. Taking a final shot at the end zone. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Snowhawks are your winners as we say so long from Toronto. What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between these road warriors and the home team. Leading the visiting Wizards and is their head coach. His defense motivated as ever, coming off that shutout to last week's win. And on the other sideline, look at the Armadillos head coach. His guys making the long trip home from their International Series game last week, so not... Glad to have you with us for this one, football fans. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt on the call. It's Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey with the honors. And we're off in Austin. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL, Brock is 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly.
Brought in inside the 20. And that is a touchdown. The Wizards take a 6-0 lead right away. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. 1 play from scrimmage, 1 touchdown, and 1 massive statement sent across the field.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Wizards will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Armadillos, nothing.
Reed now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And at the helm, won his 2nd Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
Kate, this is one of those situations where a quarterback has just got to say to himself, poised. Be poised. Yeah, your team just gave up a big blow on the other side, and you don't have to get it all back in 1 play like they just did. You got to go out there with poise to do your job and go lead your team.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He goes right back to Samuel. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field. You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Right side, this is caught by Taylor. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Burrow now on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. To the air again, it's Burrow. This one finds Taylor. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another Boston 1st down.
Off the play fake, Burrow. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Wizards are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Already in an early response, Brock, giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're gonna start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That's good for a Sam 1. First down.
Receiver in motion, going left.
A gain of 9 yards. First
Kicks the handoff, now Love. Lofts it deep right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Once more, it's Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 11. And a Sam 1. First down.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it looks like the defense has it. Only a little bit of a run after he recovered the fumble, but their offense is going to be happy as they take over possession.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Burrow on the play action. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
Brings up 2nd and
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Completed over the middle. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Achan, a first down carry. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Oh, the rush just too much here. Down he goes. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
Throwing this one back of the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did. I'm going to give a little credit to their defense right there, Kate. Sudden change situation. Your offense fumbles, and you've got to find a way to hold them to a field goal, and they just did.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. He dodged the tackle. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Wizards and Terry McLaurin are ready for another look on offense. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, that's a very promising. The emotional receiver left. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
On second down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Derek Forrest able to make the stop. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
And it's third down.
Love now, off the play action. That's Cox, he's got Washington. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
16 yards. That's good for a San Juan.
First down throw, here's Love. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away. So after getting that pass away, he's in some visible discomfort. Training staff out now to see how serious it may be. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Love. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Austin in just a moment. Third down, 1 yard to go. Loves to throw again. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And the San Juan first down. It's a gain of 10. And the San
Not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Short pass brought in. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again. Love. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Love on third and short. Complete. It's Atwell. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, Love. This is hauled in by Atwell. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second down now, 7 to go. From the pistol, here's Love. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds right around the 10. That's enough to make this 1st and goal.
That's good for a San Juan first down.
Love out of the shotgun. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. And cut in the end zone for the touchdown. The Wizards will add to their lead at the end of the half. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Wizards drive their lead to 11.
14. Armadillos 3.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
And 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. He lobs this up left sideline, looking for something big. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a two-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. First and 10. Setting to throw. Finds his back. H-hand. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake. Burrow. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
Yards on the play.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
On second and 10 now, it's Burrow. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. All plays on the table here for third and 3.
Brings up third and 3.
To throw again, it's Burrow. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
Hey, third down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's good, not by much, but it's indeed good bottom left. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. But you still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to hit from that distance.
The Wizards and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Going wide receiver run to start this series. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
The beauty of defense tackles is they come in all shapes and sizes, from 280 pounds to almost 400 pounds in their football gear, Kate. But when you get one of those war daddies that can shed a tackle and create a negative loss like that, well, those guys are real hard to cover.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 13, but it brings up third down.
Play fake, it's Love. Catch is made down the And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
And the San Juan. First down. A gain of 16
Running back sent in motion left.
First down.
Love with it on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Motioning the tight end now. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he is in. Touchdown. The Wizards lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Another drive coming up for this offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Completed over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a...
3 quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
2nd down, looking for options. That's completed right side. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
It's his running back. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
That's another Boston 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. He'll drop this down to Achan. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard
To the
line.
air again, it's Burrow. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Armadillos can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That that one right down the middle. And the Armadillos get it back to within 1 score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Nixon now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Wizards and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Short pass brought in. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
That's good for a San Juan first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Throwing on 1st down, Love. Caught by Washington, left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Shotgun now for Love. Completed to his running back. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. All set now. 1st and 10.
A gain of 7. First down, Wizards.
The tight end going in motion right. Love now on 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds at the opposing 15-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's another San Juan.
Motion man sent left.
It's a gain of 35.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the 4th. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap. It's a give to Hunt. And he's fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down. And the defense choosing not to let the 2-minute warning arrive just yet. They're going to call time. 2:06 left in our contest. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Tight end going in motion here. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Austin. Wizards leading by 8. Big moment for Tyler Bass here. A very short kick here from the right hash. Bass's kick is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive. Back out runs their offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Burrow now on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for an Austin
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Goes right back to Samuel. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
To throw. That's caught for the first. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Austin.
To throw again, it's Burrow. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Wizards take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Where you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block, and then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. Lining up to take a knee on second down. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewart, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Wizards as we say so long from Austin.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's our visiting team and our home team. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. This guy's looking to get back to 500 as they come in at 3-4 on the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guy's stuck in a bit of a losing streak, hoping the return home can be what they need. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go from South America. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, former first-rounder out of Alabama. It's Mac Jones.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. I mean, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. And when you talk to his coaches, they say they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice. He's really challenging the guys around him to elevate their standard. And if it's any indication of how today is going to go, I think we're in for a treat.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Jones on the bootleg. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and
the gun, it's Jones. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
third and 8.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. And that is incomplete.
Intended for C.D. Lamb.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024 at quarterback, Josh Allen.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception. But I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 1. Another run here with White. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that run.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was second and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on third down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
Throw right side. He's got Tonjes. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. As caught, that's Lane. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. It is a big play on first down. And even 30 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And the Aviators are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Shotgun now for Jones. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Jones.
24-yard line.
Catch made, that's Pittman. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Makes it 3rd and
Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
a gain of 19 yards.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Taylor. Not much there, maybe a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
3rd, they need 8.
Incomplete.
Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And the Buenos Aires 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Deron Payne getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 17.
To throw is Jones. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, if that was a pickup on 1st or 2nd down, you'd be thrilled. But here on 3rd and long, just doesn't quite get enough to pick up the 1st down, and it's going to bring up 4th.
52-yard attempt.
His kick is good. The Aviators will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
The River Hogs offense. And Josh Allen headed back onto the field. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic. 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They run with White. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it. Here's White. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chain. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. On 1st down, right back to White. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup.
From the 41. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Allen. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. Now it's going to be 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's White. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
It's 4th down.
So it's 4th down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. We'll take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Aviators offense ready to get back to work. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. Here's 2nd and 2.
Darius Slayton. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 30.
Now, Jones. That's complete to his running back. It is picked up by the defense.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The River Hogs offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
9 yards. That's good for a Rio 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Now this defense will use the 1st of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. To the air once more is Allen. Swing this one out to White. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. That one taken in. Touchdown. Touchdown River Hogs. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Makes the score Riverhawks 7, Aviators 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now, Watkins on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Aviators offense, running back Jonathan Taylor, set to take over once more. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Jones to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Throwing now is Jones. Left side, that is caught by Warren. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
That's good for a Buenos Aires first down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Jones. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Again, it's Jones. Down the field, he's got Warren. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
That's another Buenos
Jones
Aires
to the air again.
first down.
He's got his man. That's Slayton. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. And he's in. C.E. Lamb. Touchdown, Buenos Aires. That is 1st touchdown this year. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. It's up and good. The Aviators are on top. It's now 10-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision, as this ball comes out to the 35-yard line. The River Hogs offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Neighbors. A gain of 10 yards.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. Pass to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, throw here for Allen.
The pass. He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. Taken down back at the 42.
So the two teams head for their respective locker rooms, and we head to Orlando. Scott Hansen has our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The River Hogs offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. The open man is down. He's got it. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
That's good.
Allen going to keep it on the zone read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
He'll get about 2. Sauce Gardner makes the tackle. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, and it's Allen. He'll find his running back, White. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Allen working from the pistol. That's a short one, caught by Downs. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Another Rio 1st down.
Allen gonna throw again. He'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Rio 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, it's Allen to the air. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, it's Allen. And he'll take it on in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Rio. Now, Folk on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the River Hogs are on top. It's 14-10.
Aviators 10.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Aviators offense and CD Lamb set to take over once more. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to record his 2nd sack of the afternoon and number 6 on the year.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, it's Jones. Open man, downfield, it's CD Lamb. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Aviators.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert it.
That one over the middle to the tight end. He's got Warren. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 3. In motion is Warren.
At the 45-yard line.
Throw on the run is complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Buenos Aires first down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Jones. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Darius Slayton, touchdown Aviators. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. It's up and through. The Aviators move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. A return now from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The River Hogs offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. Here's White. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To the air is Allen. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
That's good.
On 1st down, it's White. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run for the 1st time with their fullback. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They need one right now. 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim. So there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
The River Hogs bring out their punting squad. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Taken at the 19. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Aviators offense and Mac Jones heading back out onto the field. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Campbell. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second
Now a
and
play fake. Jones. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
32. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
Back to throw is Jones. He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First down.
Play action now. It's Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
And the Buenos Aires first down.
Again, it's Jones. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. From the 43, here's second and 3. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left.
The 39-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Strong running there, inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll go again here with Taylor.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Buenos Aires first down. A gain of 7. First down, Aviators.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it's a win for our visitors. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
The following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the visiting team and these guys defending their home turf. On one sideline, the head coach of the Steamers. His guys got to see the sights in London last week, but unfortunately unable to pick up the win. And on the opposite sideline, look at the head coach of the Elks. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. This is Chase McLaughlin on to handle the opening kick. And we're off on EA Sports. Back to return this, Naheem Miller-Hines. Out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extended and creating plays. And there are often times, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Williams from the gun. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, Williams. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Hurts now from the gun. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds his man, it's Ricky Pearsall. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Williams to throw. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. Williams on first down. He's got Devontae Smith. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line.
That's another Harris. First down.
First down, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. Brought down by Julian Blackman.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
To the air yet again, Williams. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
To the air on third and long. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. A close call that time, Brock, whether that was interference or not, but it doesn't end up mattering as the catch was made and the penalty was declined.
Yeah, I don't envy these officials, these back judges, side judges who typically make those interference calls. There's so much contact in this game, but to your point, it really matters the offense decides to decline.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Let's go give to Kamara. He gets crushed behind the line and the ball comes out. And the defense jumps on the loose ball. It's a turnover.
On the play. Recovered by the defense.
Look, you know I'm always trying to be positive, partner. You take away the ending, it was a great drive. Everything they were hoping for, but all that work and effort, it's gone.
And all that people are going to remember is that ending, Kate. That's all that unfortunately matters for this offense.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of...
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More coming up after this quick break. All right, it's about time to get started with quarter number 2. Home offense out, ready to go. Operating from the gun. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And the defense has got it.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
The Steamers and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Gotta find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. First and goal a little bit tougher here. They run it from the gun with Kamara. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Taken in on the right side by Pearson. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They've held him out twice. Chance at another stop here. Third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there. What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Elks and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this On first down, Hurts. Now he takes it. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's good for a Salt Lake City first down. First and 10.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good for a first down.
Another Salt Lake City first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hurts to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now second
From the
and
pistol,
6.
Hurts. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Now after the incomplete pass, we've got someone shaken up and in need of some medical attention. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hurts throwing again. Oh, he's got it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. And again, here's Hurts. Spins out of one side. He has the touchdown. The Elks get some late points and the lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
McLaughlin sets on the extra point. And the Elks take a 4-point lead.
Elks 7. Steamers 3.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now this offense ready to head back out. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Williams to throw on first. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, Williams to throw. Has a man on target to Johnson. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First down. It's a gain of 20.
Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection we see with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
At the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Williams again. Flush out now to his left. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, it's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Jump off caught by his back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
And a Paris first down.
Slot man in motion left. First down throw by Williams. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he can't hang on! Touchdown in his arms! It slips through. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Williams. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Steamers get some late points and the lead. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
That one splits the uprights, and the Steamers push their lead to 3. McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense getting 1 final possession here before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First and 10, here's Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He can run it. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
That's good for a Salt Lake City first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down throwing for Hurts. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16.
Brings up 2nd and 16.
Hurts now from the gun. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. Looking to throw. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Johnson now on the return. And And this drive will start inside the 25. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
25 yards on the play. That's another Salt Lake City first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Going all the way to the end zone here. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that first down. So back to the drawing board they go for second.
Almonte Taylor on the coverage.
Hurts yet again. They knock it away again, and a couple of good reps in coverage have brought up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Tyler Gordon on the coverage.
3rd and long for him here. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Now outruns their offense to take over. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that one.
He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Even on 3rd and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force the throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. This offense making its way back out now. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try to miss the mark. They go play fake with Hurts. Finds Benson out of the backfield. It's a small gain up to the 38. Almonte Taylor making a stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing here, Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one's good to McConkey. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Salt Lake City first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 now from the 46. It's Hurts once again. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Finding Shaheed, back-to-back plays. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
And the Salt Lake City 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hurts throwing again. And this line puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he's going to be driven backwards. Looks like he's at the 8. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's another Salt Lake City 1st down.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's just a field goal game right now. Still a lot that can happen. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Now give up the middle to Piron. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Elks take a 4th quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Elks take a 4-point lead.
Elks 14. Steamers 10. Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here's Gibson. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. They'll motion Smith left. They're going to start on the ground with Camara. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 3rd and just 2 to go.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down now.
Harris, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Steamers.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Williams to throw on 1st. Finding Johnson once more. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds, just short of midfield.
Camara running out of the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw it. That's the line he's going to run for it. Oh, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the defense. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
This offense ready to get going again now. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First down from the 42. And off to Benson to start the drive. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the fourth. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, doesn't matter.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
He's back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. The offense getting set to go. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Salt Lake. Steamers needing 4 points. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Working from the gun, Williams. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd and 3 now. They put a receiver in motion left. Setting up to pass. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Paris. First down.
Running behind center with Camara. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They've got to keep moving quick here. He'll look to throw it. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. The Steamers jump in front late. T. Higgins, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All set to go now from the 35. Their offense running back out now. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Pitts brings it in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
4 yards. That's another Salt Lake City first down. First and 10 at the
First and 10. Here's Hurts. He'll step up, and there he goes. And they take him down right along the 30.
On the scramble.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
30-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Turning to Benson on third. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's another Salt Lake City first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hurts on first down. This is complete to Waller. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Hurts now from the gun. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And they bring him down around the 34. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout.
4 brings up second down.
Hurts setting up to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And it's on its way, and through! He hit it from deep. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, he delivers.
And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40. The pistol, Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets out of bounds, gets them the first down as well, and move them into field goal range.
And the Paris first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
Okay, you remember when Sebastian Janikowski was taken to the first round by the Raiders? It was because he could make kicks of this distance. Today, boy, we see kickers seemingly every week getting this job done, but it doesn't in any way minimize the accomplishment.
At their own 35-yard line.
One final shot here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. It's intercepted. That will do it. That is Kyler Gordon. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. So So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steamers emerge as winners as we say so long from Salt Lake City.